and this T2 micro is free type, and earlier it was T1 micro. Now let us create one EC2 instance. So how to do it, let us see now. I'm just going to the management console and clicking on the EC2 instance. So creating a virtual computer or EC2 instance, Elastic Compute Cloud is a simpler one. So there are 0 running instances. It is EC2 dashboard, and you can see what the things that you created for EC2. Now here one launch instance is there, so that you can click, or within the instances, click on the instances. Here we have launch instance. You can click this also. Whenever you click on launch instance, you will be directing to the Amazon machine image. We will be discussing about it in an extensive manner. So what exactly it is and why this and for what purpose. But for now you just understand Amazon machine image is nothing but a hardware plus operating system plus some of the services are being installed already. But we will be discussing about this AMI in an extensive manner in the upcoming classes. So now we have, you might have seen VDIs, so disk images, the same thing here. So AMIs, we have lot of AMIs, so the types and all we will be discussing anyway. As of now I am just selecting this Amazon Linux AMI. Amazon Linux AMI equals to Linux operating system within the hardware, but some of the services repositories included, that is nothing but Docker, and some of the PHP, MySQL, PostgreSQL and other packages are being installed within this. So I am
So by
selecting,
default, they provide these OSs, Amazon Linux and Red Hat. Red Hat.
yes, by default they will be giving these many AMIs. If you want Windows with
Okay.
2016, that you can select over here. So which type of computer you want, so that type of, so the same thing, whenever you are having the laptop you will be selecting the options, right? The same thing over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I am just selecting this Amazon Linux machine AMI, and as we discussed, it is a T2 micro, a free tier. So free tier is for free, so that is why I am selecting, and I always select that, and I'll be telling the differences between if any higher types and all. Here if you observe, we have general purpose set of the instances, and we have compute optimized. Whenever you go for compute optimized, higher range of virtual CPU is available, and graphical purposes we have GPU, for memory purposes we have R type, and for storage purposes for we have D, storage optimized we have I. So these type of uh, instances are there. So I am just going for T2 micro, which is free. Now click on next, configure instance details. So I just selected it. How many instances? From now onwards you have to remember that the computer is instance. Why? We will be, whenever we have time we will be discussing on it, but so how many instances that you want, so that will be selected over here. I want one. Since I want one, I have given one. By default one will be coming. Launch auto scaling group, that we will be discussing in the future of classes. So what is this network, what is this subnet, so what is this and all we will be discussing in the future classes, all the things. Yeah. Shutdown behavior. So whenever I shut down, this particular instance will be stopped, not terminated. You have terminate and stop, but it will be stopped, not terminated. So that option you just take care, and after that everything is same. And this shared instance I am using. Why shared and why not dedicated? Dedicated instance, all the services, belonging services will be allocated for you only, and they'll be charging for you. Sharing is nothing but whenever you terminate that particular instance, the same services will be allocated to another one who have been creating the instance. It does mean that if you won't use those services will be allocated to somebody. If you want dedicated, then that will be charged. So in advanced details, let us see what are the options. Just now we discussed about user data, which is very important in the project. In lab scenario, generally we will be using couple of times, but in project you will be using always. We can directly type the script over here, or you have a text file, you can attach that particular file. So you can choose file, and you can select that particular file, and you can have it. So whatever is being given in the user data will be executed. So if you give the script based on the scenarios, the script will be executed. Next, I am going for storage environment. As we discussed earlier,
Any file, uh,
yeah,
all files are should be the same format, or which
good,
format?
good question. So generally the formats which generally we give, like XML and CSS and flat
Okay,
files,
flat files. Okay,
and we can give all the script file extensions, like .sh, okay, like
okay.
bash files, all the things we can, Python .py and
And
.jy
how much
files are
size it will? Size
nice.
doesn't matter.
Nice question, but it should not be exceeded 1 GB.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So generally
Thank
files will not be scripts will not be that much. So it is kind of unlimited. And we are going with the storage. Storage by default it is giving 8 GB. Just now we discussed about disk store, something like. So EBS, this external one. Why external is being given? For boating purposes. So generally boating purposes, and what is this general purpose provision that we will be discussing anyway. So I am going for it. So this is within the root /dev/xvda, and I'm going for the next level. Add tags. Tags is nothing but to give the name for that particular instance. I am going for the name like EC21, and the name is also EC21. This is the first EC2 instance, so I am just giving like that for my remembering purposes. Now this is the security group. Just now I discussed, right? Security group. Security group is nothing but a firewall within the traditional methodology. You can create a new one, or you can select the existing. If you select existing, make sure that that will not be having the so much load. Anyway, I am going for a create new security group. So default. If you can have it customized, like right now it is having SSH protocol. All traffic also you can have. Only HTTP also you can have. LDAP, HTTPS, everything is there. So the port range 22. Generally SSH is having the default port number is 22, and whatever the computer that is accessing can be allowed. So that is why it is showing warning. So you are accessing all the machines. If you want to give the exclusive IP address, you can give over here. And this customized also my IP, in the my IP section, only this computer will be accessed. In the custom section, whatever you want, you can give. So I am giving like so whatever the computer that been using this environment can be allowed. Even if you don't restrict with the port range, that also you can. If you select this all traffic 0 to 65535, so this up to this ports, like all the ports will be allowed. So this is what the security group is. Now I am going to the last step, review and launch. So whatever you have done can be seen over here. So up to now what you have selected, that can be seen over here. So storage options and so tags. So what tag I have given, EC2 one. So I am just launching the session. So whenever you are launching the session, as I discussed just now, we have a key to access it. This key is being generated automatically, and don't lose this key. So I don't have any key pair, so I am creating a new one. Create a new key pair, and you just give the key pair name like EC2-1. Now first you download the key pair, so that this key pair. Okay, so this is kind of a kind of one SSL file. It will be like a SSL file, so that has been downloaded, and now I am launching the instance. So .pem file has been generated. So if you observe, I have selected Ohio over here is nothing but a region. Within that, availability zones have been allocated already, that you may see once this instance is being launched. Let us see how it will be. So what I am doing, I am just going to EC2 and this is EC2 management console. One running instance is there, so click on that. So it is been running. Just now I have created. So this is the availability zone address, and the availability zone, the instance which you have created within the availability zone will not be reflected in another availability zone. So for example, I have Ohio over here. I am selecting North Virginia something. You click on that and you go to the EC2 instance. You will not be finding that particular instance. See here. So the instance is region specific. So now I am going back to Ohio and I have the EC2 instance which I have created just now. I created one virtual computer, virtual machine, one instance, and I just want to access it. How to access? I am using command line interface, CLI. Let us do that. For command line purposes, you download putty or putty, whatever name can be pronounced by any means. This is the putty. By means of the file and host name or IP address, it can be accessed by means of port number. So IP address or host name can be retrieved over here. This is what the IP address, either this or this. This is the host name, that is the IP. But general thumb rule is you have to have the public IP, otherwise you can't access that particular IP. So what is public IP? Public IP is the IP can be accessed all the protocols. Anyway, I have public IP over here. By selecting the instance itself, you will be managing this. So I have the IP address now. Now I have to give that particular file. Just now I downloaded .pem file, EC2-1.pem file, but putty will not take a .pem file, so it only takes .ppk. To convert .pem file to ppk, we have another tool that is nothing but putty generator, putty gen. This is the putty gen. Putty gen. You click on it, you can easily download it from the web and load that particular .pem file. So I have some of the .pem files, all files, and go for EC2 pem file, EC2-1 pem file, successfully imported, and click on save private key. Save private key. So click on it. So it is again asking EC2-1. So save. It has been saved. Now this putty can take that ppk file. So EC2-1 ppk file open. So now you just click on open. So click on yes. So login as the default user is EC2-user. So press enter. So it will be getting that particular key and then it will be accessed. See here, it has been accessed. So it is in the home directory. Present working directory is home directory. I just want to go to the root directory. Now I am in the root directory. I just want to see the folder. See all the directories that we have there in the Linux box. So this is what creation of the EC2 instance and accessing it. Hope you understood well, and we will be seeing tomorrow. We will be discussing about EBS, okay, Elastic Block Storage, and what
Okay, we
type.
have to download it.
Yeah,
Putty.
putty and putty
What is that
gen.
here?